Welcome. You're live with us here in Antwerp, and the introduction of a superstar. Venus Williams takes on Anastasia Myskina in the second semi-final here of the Proximus Diamond Games. We've already seen Amelie Mauresmo take care of business against Alicia Molik. And here's Venus, the champion in 2002, the champion in 2003, going for a three-timer here. If she wins this year, she'll take home that diamond-studded racket. Joe Deary was telling me there are 1,700 diamonds encrusted in the racket. I think Joe's been counting them all.
Well, it's good to know these things. And Venus herself has mentioned it and said, yes, I am going for that. I would very much like to win it. So beware, everybody.
Well, she's been in quite spectacular form this week. It's been a delight to see it, because after she won those 4 Grand Slams in 2000 and 2001, she really did lose that intimidatory factor. And it's great to see it back now. Cool, calm, collected, moving so well, serving wonderfully well. And it's been great to see. Packed out here in Antwerp. They hoped to see Kim Clijsters, but they saw her demolished yesterday by Venus Williams. Pascal Maria in charge for this. And the big question is, can Venus keep it going? If she can, the bookies who have her a 2.5 to 1 on favourite for this match, and even money to win the tournament, well, they may well have got it right. But Myskina is the higher ranked player. She's the higher seed, number 6 in the world as opposed to number 8 and number 2 seed as opposed to number 3 seed. She is a Grand Slam champion of last year, of course, not from 4 years ago. But she's the underdog here.
Well, she is, isn't it amazing? And for me, the Russians, especially Myskina, Kuznetsova, Dementcheva, are going to be the ones this year who've got a lot of points to defend. There's going to be a lot of players trying to hunt them down. And this match is going to be interesting, because to play Venus Williams playing like this, we're going to see exactly where Myskina is at.
Well, she's not been exactly inactive this week, played really well. But Venus here has just been, well, in a class of her own, to be honest. There's been some very good tennis, but the best of it has been from Venus. 24 years of age, seems like she's been around forever, but still only 24. Made close on $15 million worth of prize money. It's been number 1 3 times, and could be heading back that way. I must say, I never thought I'd say that. I thought she might have been a bit of a past number, Venus. But not so. Her sister Serena winning down under, wonderfully so, and Venus beaten by Alicia Molik there. Now looking every bit as good as Serena was in Melbourne. It's Brandy looking as relaxed as ever. And Skerlak, the coach of Anastasia, who's making her first appearance in this event. Venus, as I said, won the title 2002, 2003. 12 matches she's played, 12 matches she's won. Right here, head-to-head, yes, 2-1 in Williams' favour, but their last meeting was at the French Open, and Myskina won that in the quarter-final, 6-3, 6-4, and of course we know what happened after that. She went on to win the title. Bit of a no-show from Dementcheva in the final, but that was a big win. Before that, Williams won in Amelia Island, 6-4, 7-6, and in the same year, 2002, won in Dubai, 6-love, 3-6, 6-4. Serving has been absolutely top-notch. And movement too. You've caught some of her.
Yes, I've watched a little bit of it during the week, and I have thought that Venus is moving extremely well, and there seems to be, I don't know, a more confident feel about her strokes all over, especially that forehand.
We have a French finalist and a Frenchman in charge of this semi-final, Pascal Maria. Yes, as I said earlier on, I'm very surprised that I'm talking up Venus in the terms that I am now, after seeing what she was like at some stages last year,
yes,
especially the year before that, where she cut a rather forlorn figure. Of course, injuries have played a big part in that. and the comebacks have been difficult, but increasingly so.
Yes, they have, and you know, we've seen sometimes that forehand can be pretty disastrous when it's not working and it looks quite jerky. But Venus seems to have got her confidence back, and it's interesting to hear her talk about Kim Clijsters. Clijsters has been out for a long time, and Venus is saying, well, I've gone through all that, and she really has, with the stomach problem and wrist problems, a lot of injuries, so she's just taken longer to get really back into the swing of things. And she was just saying to Kim, well, I'm sure that we'll see her back at her best soon, but it's difficult to happen straight away.
Yes, and she looked really good, Kim, in the matches that she played right up until she played Venus, and then we saw that she wasn't exactly match tight. It's match tight, really, rather than...
Yes, I think, you can hit for all your worth, and even with her left wrist injury, I'm sure she's been playing a lot, although she couldn't hit double-handed backhands. It's very different once you get out there and once you start playing these top players. I was actually surprised that she beat Petrova in the 3 sets that she did, because Petrova's been playing pretty well lately.
Yep. Well, Anastasia had a bye in the opening round. All the top 4 seeds who made it through to the semis, they all had byes in the opening round. Then she had a really good win against Tatiana Golovin, who, in my book, has gone from strength to strength over the last few months. And she won it 6-3, 6-7, 6-4, and then beat Katarina Srebotnik of Slovenia 7-6, 6-2. But that's a very good win against Golovin.
Yes, because she is a player that we've seen the last few weeks. He's been playing extremely well, and I think this could be the year for Golovin to move on. So that was a tricky one for Myskina. This match, I'm really looking forward to it, because I'm not sure with Myskina. I mean, at the start of the year, she said she was still so tired from last year, because she ended up playing Fed Cup for Russia, and she only had, she said, 22 days off. And even in those, you're still trying to keep fit and keep your eye in on the tennis court. And I saw her play in Sydney, played dreadfully, and she lost to Peng Shuai in her first match. But, she's looking a bit sparkier now and probably a little less tired, and the season's got going, and let's hope Anastasia has too.
She's had a couple of weeks off before coming here after Melbourne. So I've told you how Anastasia made it through. Venus here had a bye in the opening round, then she had a cracking win against Virginie Rosano, the young French woman, beat her 6-3, 6-love. It was awesome to watch her play. And then last night, took care of business, took on the crowd, took on a fiery Kim Clijsters, and an excellent first set, 6-2. Wobbled a little bit in the second set, but in the end came through okay, 6-3. But for the most part, I think there's one dodgy service game. For the most part, she looked great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Venus Williams won the toss and elected to serve. Time.
"31 career titles to Venus, including those 4 Grand Slams, 2 Wimbledons, and 2 US Opens in 2000 and 2001. 1 Grand Slam for Anastasia, 9 singles titles to her credit. Beaten the first round in Sydney by Peng Shuai, as Joe was saying, and then Natalie Dushi beat her in the Australian Open in the round of 16. I think that's probably coming up a Clijsters banner, but there you go. Well, they came here hoping to party, hoping that Kim would be here, but they're
first set,
here to enjoy what should be a terrific semi-final. Venus Williams against Anastasia Myskina, and it's the American to begin.
Play.
That ability, doesn't she, Anastasia, to seemingly glide into the ball, but suddenly you see the effect it's had.
Love 15.
Yes, and she doesn't look as though she's got a lot of muscle, Myskina, but yet she can hit the ball so hard.
serving from Venus this week has been extraordinary, particularly from the deuce court. This serve out wide.
(15-30).
May have cleaned the line. Myskina hoping for a noise, which didn't come. A very close call. It might have got the line.
Yeah.
40-13.
Which has been a revelation this week.
Game Williams. First game.
In the end, Williams holds pretty comfortably.
Yeah, it sounds, the hit coming off Williams' racket sounds like a sort of a shot coming off it.
Yes.
Very clean at the moment. She certainly is timing it well.
Anastasia Myskina to serve.
She said she was so disappointed by Australia, she went home and worked extra hard to get ready for this.
(15 off).
Off forehand. And that too has been creating so many winners this week.
Yes, one stride and then the shot.
Ah. 30-15. First service.
Good return for fully hit first serve.
Anastasia's got to be ready here to move her feet straight from the return.
Yes. Break point.
Game Williams.
Monster hitting. And she started just as impressively as she played
Williams
against Rosano, and how she started against Kleisters.
Yeah, isn't she looking confident, and she's sort of going through her shots so well. You can see the racket head moving really fast.
So in 4 minutes she's opened up a 2-love lead.
15 off. 30 love.
Directing a serve today from the right court, taking it into the backhand of Myskina, much more than she has been.
Again, Williams.
Williams racing to a 3-love lead.
Williams leads 3 games to love.
A rather imperious demeanour as well, which doesn't help Myskina.
Well, it's not looking good for Anastasia, but she can fight back, Anastasia, when she looks out of things. She said at the beginning of the year in Australia that she'd seen herself on a video playing a match and she was disgusted at the way she was behaving and was quite embarrassed. So she's really trying hard to sort of change that. But I actually thought in Australia she was keeping it too much under wraps because she needs a bit of fire out there. That's her. But she's trying hard. But here I think you have to keep calm and try and ride out the storm. If it is a storm from Venus, because it's looking awfully good.
The trouble is, it looks like a storm is going to go on and on.
Yes, that is the trouble.
Isn't it great? I mean, there have been periods over the last few years, ever since she won this 4 Grand Slams, when I think a lot of people, myself included, started to feel a little sorry for Venus.
Yes.
You wouldn't feel sorry for her looking at her right now.
No, you wouldn't. No. Of course, because of Serena doing so well and all the injuries that Venus has had, but, she's battled on.
On the line.
Love 15.
Another bullet, look, one stride.
First service.
And now she must be fearing the worst.
Yes, I mean, Venus was already standing 2 strides into the court to return this second serve. Just moves around it quite calmly.
It's a mismatch at the moment. And Myskina, remember, a current Grand Slam champion. And she's the number 2 seed here, and she has been taken apart, almost humiliated at the moment.
Love 14.
Well, yes, because Venus isn't even making a noise. There's no strain at all.
3 break points.
Game, Williams. Well, Williams leads 4 games to love.
Got to do better than that, because this is immense what is coming down the other end.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to get more first serves in, because that second serve is just sitting there ready to be hit.
Now, want to see a contest.
Love 15.
And this is inspiring play from Williams. They want to see her stretched here.
$15 all.
Well, more shots in that rally than we've had in 4 games.
Well, that was better from Myskina. Some fierce hitting, and she stood up to the pace coming to her and gave a bit back.
Out.
Oh. Ooh. No, 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 no. Was that out? Looked fine to me.
$15.40.
Venus is totally impressed. She got 1 or 2 iffy calls early on against Kleisters. And there was a lovely little smile, a knowing smile from Venus. 2 break points though for Myskina here.
$30-14.
Big first serve was well in, and still Myskina couldn't get hold of it.
Yes.
Yes, for all her talk of good behaviour, you can understand the frustration building now. Just a chance to get back in this match and quickly denied. There's that serve out loud again.
Advantage Williams.
Both with that serve.
Yeah, it's huge, coming down from a huge height, and the wrist action is very good.
Good return. For once, Williams not fully prepared.
Yes.
Yeah, she's just come off the pedestal a little bit in this game.
Advantage Myskina.
The thing is, Myskina really has to take a point like this. She's already lost 2 of the break points. She knows how important it is.
Again, Myskina.
Yep, listen to the applause. Got a bit lucky with the return, but she'll need it and take it.
Williams leads 4 games to 1.
So one of the breaks neutralised, and it is 4-1. So is that just a minor blip on this Williams Roadshow, or is it the start of something? I have to say I'm not totally convinced.
I have a feeling it's only a minor blip, because she's still moving so well and looking so confident. I mean, in the past 2 years, really, Venus has given a lot away, a lot of mistakes, and actually on the pressure points, her forehand has been quite dodgy, and you could almost rely on her missing. But I think today Myskina's got a different feel to this, and that's why those break points were so important. She's not going to be given many balls. She's going to have to work very hard to get every single point this evening.
Well, she worked really well. Really long rally. Took advantage of the double fault, and in the end got the break on the 3rd attempt.
First service.
Myskina has not held yet. It's the forehand cross court.
15 love.
Would be the first shot that might break down.
Yes, that's right. That's good defence from Myskina, at least making Williams play a couple more shots.
This is where she's threatened on this second serve. Look at Williams here. He's rushing things a little.
Yes.
30 love.
Especially off that backhand side. Maybe it wasn't just a blip, Simon.
Again, Myskina.
Williams thought it was out.
Williams leads 4 games to 2.
Just a look. Doesn't complain. There was a moment yesterday when she did complain. She saw a number of calls go against her, against Kleisters, just to make sure that everyone was keeping totally honest. I'm sure they were, but it looked for a while as if it was going against her. Now, 4-2, important game this.
15 love.
This has him to be back where it was. Really got that forehand.
Yes,
30 love.
Connects like that. It rushes away. Extra pace on this one.
Return.
30-15.
Edging back into this match now, Myskina. Is it too late to save the first set? Interesting to see a move forward then.
40-15.
Yeah, it's just cut down on the time that Myskina has got to play and prepare for her shots.
Game, Williams.
Making absolutely sure, ever watchful. Got a more solid game
Williams
from her there.
leads 5 games to 2.
And she's 5-2 to the good. Love that whirlwind start where it looked as it was very likely she could get a 6-love
Yes.
first set. Suddenly it's a little bit more competitive. Not playing as well as at the start, but still well enough.
Yes, well enough, and yeah, the pressure's still there at 5-2 up, especially on the Myskina serve, because if she doesn't get her first one in, the second one is so short with nothing much on it that Williams is already standing up the court. That serve was really well placed, and therefore she gets the easier second shot. It's not nice, I'm sure, to see Venus down the other end ready to pounce. At 6'1", she's already an imposing figure, but yeah, she threatens well on the court with herself. She uses her height, and of course she should.
So new balls. Myskina hoping to prolong this first set. Yes, lovely. See all the effort, the long limbs of Myskina, and then a little quick shot from Myskina, and look at the result.
He almost flicked it away.
See, she was in got a bit of doubt there. Was she going to volley it?
Yes, it got a little bit stuck. The ball bounced. There wasn't enough room really to play that shot.
Oh. 30-15.
Was 40-15. Second serve out as well.
Well, it was a wonderful second serve. I think it just caught a bit of the line.
Well,
considering the pressure that Williams is putting on the serve, it's surprising that's only our first double. Enough power to make it count even against
Williams leads 5-3
of Venus Williams, who really was motoring yesterday against Castles.
Yes. Getting into this. Interesting now, Myskina's coming back with a bit more of her own.
So Williams serving for the first set after just 23 minutes. Not quite.
15-love.
Well, the angle was created by the wonderful shot from Venus, and quite often those come off.
Love.
Look up. Hope at Pascal Maria. Right, it was.
Oh! 30-15.
Second double. Oh, Venus. What a howler. She got so lucky with the net cord. Myskina did well here. Oh dear.
30-all.
Back at that one.
Myskina was actually outside those tram lines, and Venus had the whole court.
Well, it shows that she's tight.
Yes.
It's very different from how she started. Just the time you can see from her body language how important that first serve was for her. It's just a little edgy right now. The serve out wide has been quite extraordinary for her. Angle she got. Set point then.
Set.
Too many mistakes from Myskina.
Williams by 6.
Williams starting in quite extraordinary style, but the Hurricane did blow out a little bit at 4-love, and Myskina had a bit of a chance there to get back into the set, but first set to Williams, 6-3. Well, it was a strange set, really, wasn't it? Williams absolutely breathtaking for so long. And those stats looked good, except for the unforced errors, which really crept in the latter half of the set. You wouldn't rule Myskina out of this.
No, I really wouldn't, because she's got herself into it. And actually, I think on a lot of the short balls at the moment, Venus is rather hurrying what she's trying to do. But Myskina has to get that service percentage up. That first serve at 35%. It's way too low.
So Myskina's won 3 of the last 5 games, but starts a set down.
off.
Venus is probably getting a little frustrated she's not able to do more with this serve. Always better on the in-to-out shot, isn't she, than the straight across, whether it's a ground stroke or a volley.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, well, she took her time more off from the second serve. That's 2, and this is number 3, the third shot.
You can see the edginess there.
15.
Wasn't sure. Looked to move in, then stopped, then came in.
Second service.
Once again,
40-15.
the turns which were relentless early on, now shooting her in the foot.
Myskina.
Some really shocking returns there from Venus Williams. How things have changed.
First game, second set.
Set up.
Yes, amazing, really. I mean, a lot of people have said to me, how can people like Myskina and Dementia get away with the serves that they put into court? But sometimes when there's no pace on the ball and the ball is just sitting there, you want to hit it for a winner, and if you miss a couple, you lose a little bit of confidence, then you try and hit it harder, and then you forget you actually have to work at it as well as try and hit winners.
15 off. Off.
Well, those are Myskina type rallies. She should win those. If she's going to win this match,
yes,
she has to win.
And by her reaction, you can see very upset missing that.
quickly Williams was onto that.
She definitely is questioning herself though on
40
some of
love.
these shorter balls, whether to go to the net or back off. But she decided that time she's going to keep going.
Game Williams.
That's better serving from Venus Williams there.
1 game all.
She needs to pick up on the returns, get some of them that look so effortless in the first couple of service games from Myskina.
Yeah, she's timing it beautifully. And maybe Myskina should put more second serves in then. Venus missing them.
Yeah. She's heard you.
$15 love.
Seems to be the ploy.
Amazing.
So well. Myskina thought the return was long.
15 all.
Great angle to see that.
$30-15.
Venus didn't go for the outright winner off the return of serve, but hit it really deep, and then it sets up the whole of the court for the second shot.
$30-40.
Looked to be the shot, didn't it? But not quite there. And here's break point. First break point of this second set.
Yes.
You see a little glance. Can't quite believe it herself.
They don't go down as unforced errors, do they? Returns of serve, but they should do.
That should do, yes.
Advantage, Myskina.
Shake of the head.
Terrific shot. Best shot she's played. And listen to the roar of approval from the crowd here in Antwerp.
Myskina
Williams,
leads
who started so confidently, now seeing parts of a game in pieces. The return of serve, the forehand across court, and Myskina has a real chance here after being almost overrun in the first set. It's fascinating stuff.
It really is, because you know, as I just said before about, you know, a second serve with no pace on it, you think it'd be so easy to hit it for a winner, but
yes,
it can be so frustrating. And we've seen that written all over Venus's face.
And you know she's not going to back off. She's not going to compromise. I mean, she did once there, to be honest.
Yes.
As you pointed out, she did. She went for a big second shot rather than a big first shot.
Yes.
But most of the time, she is going to go for it because that's her nature.
Yes, it is. And she's already standing well into the court to receive serve. So you know what she's looking for.
Time.
And Myskina's ready for it now on the return. And she's moving really well. She has to really to be in this.
Games with serve. I'm pretty happy we've got a contest here. It looked like it might not be much of one in the first 8 minutes, in which time Venus notched up a 4-love lead. Even the simplest things are beyond her.
Well, that was another no-pace ball that Venus had to come up the court to hit.
$15-all.
Rally, missed it forehand, bucket it in.
15-13.
Shocker of a backhand. And the game could well be turning on its head here. Can't find the court. 2 break points for Myskina.
Now she's missing shots that are quite deep.
Thank you.
Only got the court to hit them.
First service. Myskina.
Well, I'm sure there are a few at the moment just shaking their heads. They can't believe how this performance from Williams has transformed. So good and now so bad.
Yeah, I can understand a few missed second serves, but now just ordinary rallying shots, and the serve seems to have got a little bit more jerkier.
Shot this week, whether the ins or out for
Love 15.
Good hitting from Myskina and kept it really deep.
15-all. $15-13.
Wanted a bit of luck there.
me, that's horrible.
30 all.
And actually there, it seemed like there was some compromise. Waited. None of that. Just halfway up the net.
But then in the end, after she'd waited, she didn't really commit to driving forward.
Yep, it's in the corner. And it's earned her a break-back point.
30-40.
She had break point in Myskina's last service game, couldn't take advantage. Fine shot here.
Yeah, Williams.
There's absolutely no pattern to it. This second set.
Myskina leads 3 games.
Pays your money and you takes your choice. I certainly wouldn't like to predict how it's going. But we have one break to each player. Myskina leads 3-2. Venus leads by a set. Score 2-3. The luck she can get right now.
15
guilty actually, having built Venus's performances this week up to such a level, and then seeing what she's producing here, it shows that the confidence is only a little bit of a veneer, really.
But I think there's a lot of bluff going on at the moment. Bad miss by Myskina.
30 love.
Myskina hasn't helped her cause, actually, in the last few minutes.
No, but I'm really astounded, Simon, at this breakdown from Venus, because, I mean, I built her up as well and thought she was playing so well and looking confident.
Oh, no. I think it might have got the outside of the line. Too tough to overrule, though.
Second service.
That's whether she's played for a little while, Myskina.
Yes, it really was good play with the angle.
30-15.
Another one to wrong foot Venus and then finishing it off.
Second service.
Good depth from Myskina. Remember when the serve was almost unanswerable from Williams? It was only about half an hour ago.
Yeah, now it seems to me there's a lot of effort going into a shot like this from Venus, and not much is coming out of it because she's so tight.
Inspirational desperation. Take it on the drive volley. Boy.
It was pretty brave, I think, really.
I wasn't sure she was going to make it. Big serve. 176 Ks.
Game, Williams.
Just the way it was. Williams shot on the line. Myskina's just
3 games all.
to the side of it. She's back at 3 games all. Okay, so who's going to win this second set, Joe?
I really don't know at this point.
Okay, you can be forgiven.
But I do know that Myskina is going to fight very hard to try and get the win, obviously. And she's come up with some individual shots like that, been brilliant. But really, I'm looking down the other end and thinking, you know, what is Venus going to come up with next? Is it going to be good or bad?
$15 all.
Outright winners.
30-15.
The shots that Venus Williams is just about the best in the world at retrieving. She's laying on the power, Myskina. That was Williams' best rally of this set.
And finally, dealing with a short ball after
30 all.
she set up the point so well. I mean, Myskina's side to side, just about keeping in and playing exactly the right shot, giving her one more of those tricky ones to put away.
First service.
The cause of
30-40.
Williams is all over the place. Too many unforced errors in Myskina. Break point for Williams now to go a break up rather than a break down, and Mum knows how important this is. Too good. There was the retrieving powers of Williams, but answered that time by Myskina.
Really well played by Anastasia.
Yes.
She laid into a couple of these shots. It just shows you how hard she can hit it.
Advantage Myskina.
Really gentle pace.
Yes. Just awful, and she's trying to work it out in her own mind, but it's missed.
If this was her first match on this court, you just said the slowness of the court is really undoing it.
Yes.
And yet she's played fantastic tennis.
Yes.
All this week.
Exactly. So she knows the pace of the court. She knows balls are going to be just sitting up to be hit.
Advantage Myskina.
Now what does Myskina do? Try and bully this point, which she has done a couple of times in this game. We'll give her a short ball to go for.
Yes. Very, very close. Another one, 2 meters long from Venus.
New ball, please.
And
Myskina leads 4 games to 3.
Holds on. Williams still at 6s and 7s with a game, and it's 4-3. Well, ever since she came onto the scene as a 13-year-old, drama's never been far away from Venus Williams, and here, once more, as a 24-year-old, there's drama all over the place, wherever you look. New balls, 3-4, she's a set-up.
First service.
If you just joined us, you're watching the second semi-final here. The Proximus Diamond Games live on Eurosport 2. You could be watching recorded highlights on Eurosport International. But what a game it is to watch live.
Love 15.
About the uncertainty of sport. Yeah, you just have to expect the unexpected.
Extra
15
noise from Venus Williams there. She tries to make this serve happen.
There's the short ball again.
15-13.
I mean, club players will be able to put that away.
Well, yes. I mean, those are the balls she wants too. I mean, you could put that away, couldn't you, Simon?
Almost.
Out. 15-14.
Miserable 45 minutes now after such a good start. Probably was just long. And there were 2 break points for the second break for Myskina in this set.
Yeah, badness again.
30-14.
I just think, give her a short ball.
Yes. Well, the percentages are there, aren't they? When you look back at the stats, they're going to be horrendous in this set for Venus. And they won't take into account the number of missed returns. She said.
Again, Myskina.
She did it.
Yeah.
And she absolutely did it that time. Just blocked the return. Sure enough,
Myskina leads 5-3.
a short ball, and she's broken again, and she will serve now to try and get this second set.
I just cannot believe it, Simon. I mean, Myskina deliberately gave her a no face, nothing, short ball that most top players would think, oh, goody, here we go.
15 off.
Can't stop shaking my head.
No, I'm doing the same. I mean, who would have thought that would be a tactic against Venus Williams?
Particularly the way this started. Confidence is just cascaded out of the window. Making too much of that, yep. Not up to Pascal Maria. It was okay.
That's how you do it. Really, with a short ball like this, you don't need to absolutely welly it. Just put it back in court into the space.
2 set points for Anastasia Myskina.
40-15.
It's been one of the worst sets that Williams would have played in her career.
Thank you.
One of the best starts she'd have played in her career. Myskina giving her the chance.
40-30.
Well, why not? How many of these has she missed? So, let's see. She'll donate another one to me.
Second set point. There it is. Try out in the middle of the rally. I don't think help Venus, but she doesn't complain. A quite extraordinary turnaround. And Anastasia Myskina has taken the second set by the same score she lost the first. And after under an hour, we're into set number 3. And we can talk tactics until the cows come home, but it's nothing about tactics, is it? It's what's gone on in the head of Venus Williams.
Yes, and this sort of thing, of course, gets around the tennis circuit very quickly. I'm sure there's a number of tennis players who are watching this match around the world and thinking, well, look at this Venus, how shaky, how brittle is she from looking so good this week. And, you've seen a number of her matches,
yes,
Simon, and, I caught a glimpse of her beating Clijsters. Such brilliant form, but what a complete breakdown we're seeing here.
Well, the viewers must have thought we'd gone completely mad. Thank goodness for the first 4 games, where she looked every bit as good as she did against Rosano and Clijsters, which wasn't quite so good against Clijsters, but it was a terrific performance to take on the Belgian crowd. And isn't it amazing how nerves can strike? Because if ever they were going to strike, it was going to be yesterday against Clijsters. A big match, 10,000 people screaming for Clijsters, who played pretty okay. I mean, not as match tight as Venus. No. She wins that with some aplomb, and here she is, right down in the pits.
It's a mystery, but these demons that Venus has to battle out here, because she's going to get more of the same in this third set.
Well, she is a natural-born fighter, and she will fight these nerves, and maybe she'll come back. Set number 3, then. We're moving to the second hour. Maybe it's the thought of that racket. Diamond-studded racket with those 1,700 diamonds you counted. She takes if she wins the tournament. Only joking.
15 off. That's
another thing that really stopped working in the second set was her serve.
Yep.
Went right off, a number of double faults.
Lost a rhythm, didn't it? It's only her third ace.
40 love.
Not London buses.
Again, Williams.
Now, is this the Venus Williams who is playing in the second set? And which one's going to continue through this third set?
But of course, in the first game of a set, if you can't attack and get things working, then you really are in trouble. And Venus Williams had to step up and just try and get everything going, which she has done. But here we go. This is going to be the problem. Who would ever have thought it? A second serve from Myskina is the problem.
15 love.
Just did herself a little bit there, didn't she? She lifted up.
Yes.
$15 all. $30-15.
It's a familiar sight, and a familiar sound of the ball just crashing into the net.
$40-15.
Of course, Myskina has to be strong with herself right at this minute to make a lot of balls.
Again, Myskina.
Again, the ball hurrying off.
1 game all.
So a set all and a game all.
Worrying signs in there again from the return, and Myskina must really sense that she can win this match.
$50 love.
Can you imagine if Venus wins the racket? How jealous Serena would be. She loves a diamond. And Venus would have 1,700 of them.
That'll be something to talk about.
Yes. But at the moment, it looks a long way away.
It is again, that net is taking a battering.
$30-15.
2 returns in the net from Myskina. Berating herself and not just starting the rally off and giving something for Williams to miss.
$40-15.
The intensity of Venus now doesn't make nearly as much noise as her sister, but she's on the way. This decibel level right here.
Game, Williams.
Yep.
Williams leads 2-1.
Not according to Anastasia. And Jens Gerlach saying, yep, just get on with it. Whatever you thought of it, you might even be right. And it was very close. Looks like it could have been wide. Maybe he got the outside of the line. Pascal Maria giving it a good look, and he was quite happy with it.
Yes, I mean, you can't change it now, and Ian's absolutely right to say, try and get on with it.
So Williams in front again. 2-1, a set all. Talk about the dramatic. She can do drama, can't she, this one?
Oh, yes. Can she ever? But also, actually, probably a good way for her to just vent some of her frustration at that last game of putting too many returns in the net and not making Williams play enough.
How would you assess her form, Myskina's?
Better for me, because I don't think we've seen the real Myskina this year yet.
Time.
And you know, she's been given a chance here to get back in the match, but still, you've got to take it. She's got to make the balls, and yeah, she's looking pretty good. But I'm still looking to see if Williams is going to improve again.
So it's 1-2. Fine shot.
15 love.
Didn't look as though it had a hope of getting over that net.
30 love.
Myskina quite happy to go forehand to forehand with Williams.
40 love.
Because that, over the last hour, has been the way it's gone.
Yeah, Myskina.
Things racing back. No breaks so far in this third set. And still, absolutely on a knife edge. Haven't got a clue what's going to happen.
No, not at all. Williams serving first. I don't know, maybe an advantage to her. She can have a go on the first serves, but even that does not look as rhythmic as it did in the first set.
No power at all on that second serve, but meat and drink.
Love 15.
She's getting some of her own treatment here. She feels she badly needs the first serve now if she's going to survive this match.
Yes.
Love 13.
Could be meltdown again. She picked the game up a little bit in this third set, but worrying signs in this game. Played.
That's a short ball she had to deal with, and she went storming
15,
up and
30.
used her movement to help the shot and committed to it. But you know, even that smash wasn't exactly hit at the middle of the racket.
That's the problem for Myskina. The better she plays, Williams has got an answer, and that was absolutely vintage Venus Williams, wasn't it? An amazing movement. There, a couple of strides across, and here again.
It's quite right, Myskina, to go for the forehand, and Venus scooping that one cross court, very relieved.
The softer the shot, the better the result.
Yeah, surprised Myskina up the pace, but finally she throws in one which hasn't got much pace on it, and that's the one that Williams misses.
Great point. Fantastic move. She looked dead and buried. What a move that was to the backhand.
How did Venus get that back so well? Not just back into court, but with something on it.
Advantage Williams.
I suppose in a way Myskina's trying to win this match now instead of letting Williams lose it.
Yes, absolutely, got your point. It's a natural instinct, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe she's her own worst enemy because she's playing pretty well now. And Williams is starting to climb up the ladder again.
Game Williams.
And Williams has survived at the best game of the match. And it really is some match now.
Williams leads 3 games to 2.
Just when it looked like Williams might be really going out with the washing, she's come back and she's in front again. 3-2. And we saw some of the best tennis of the match then.
We did some fabulous movement from Williams, but it's really what she wants to do at this point. She doesn't care about what kind of shot she's using to get the ball back in court. She's enjoying running around and using her athletic ability, which she does so well. It can take her mind off actually just not moving and having a shot sitting there in front of her, which she thinks she's going to miss.
Well, they react so well to crises, don't they, the Williams?
Yes.
And maybe she senses a crisis now, and so many times in her career, that's when we've seen the best of her.
Oh, yes.
Time.
Venus and Serena are fantastic fighters. They never give up. They always try and think positively about what's going on.
Well, glad you could be watching this with us on Eurosport too, and if you're watching the highlights later on, I'm sure this is a delight as well. So with serve somehow, so far in this third set, 2-3.
Problem really, she
15
hit
off.
that about around the service line, and it's difficult to control, and no way she could pick that pass.
Every set's been different, hasn't it, so far? Williams, like an express train at the start, just stumbling over the finish line in the first set. Awful in the second set. Myskina playing a bit better. And now, after an iffy start, they're both starting to play well at the same time.
First service.
But will this last? Tennis. But once Williams not getting it deep enough.
Not being able to get
40 off.
Back in the end. Myskina does well, she holds and then she suddenly unleashes at the very last second.
Yeah, Myskina. Three games all.
"24 games in just over an hour and a quarter." Can't take your eye off it for a moment. Played. And to out, much more secure.
Also a different way of dealing with the short ball. Why not come in? Look at that. You know it's going to be popping up in the air.
Played a rally like that in the second set.
30 love.
2 big serves and looking for it afterwards, taking it out of the air.
Look at the commitment on every shot.
40 love. $40-15.
Solid play.
40-13.
After her again. He's had to say break point in their last service game.
Again, Williams.
And that's as loud as I've heard it.
New ball squeeze. Williams leads 4-3.
Grimace. And the exclamation when she wins the point. So Williams in front again, 4-3.
There was a slight change of tactics there, though, from Venus with coming in to the net. Obviously looking for it and didn't want the ball to bounce too many times, but she dealt with that last short ball very well and was absolutely determined to make the most of it.
Yeah, I think she's fought through her nerves now. I think I'd be surprised if they're going to recur, but there was 40 minutes there of absolute horror.
Yeah, awful for her. I don't know, so I'm not as confident as you. I think they might pop up again. We shall see. I mean, it's intriguing. I was just surprised when Myskina had the break points at 2-all, but she suddenly upped the pace. I think that brought Venus back into the match a bit.
So, new balls, 3-4. Well, she got there in the end, but she certainly went the tourist route. what about that volley?
Not pretty that, right there. Well, what a push. She managed to stay at the net.
Yeah, she fought to stay at the net, didn't she?
Look at the work that Myskina's putting into it.
Love 13.
Just forcing her to go for that little bit extra. Those amazing retrieving skills that she has. The real Venus Williams is back with us now in the nick of time. And it may be good enough, early enough, for her to take this now.
First service.
Hesitation where she thought she might complain about that. Was it long?
You can certainly hear Williams.
Amazing retrieval. Just amazing. No one in the history of the game could have got to those shots.
That was, yeah, incredible. But it's, again, I'll say, it's what she wants to do, really, in a crisis. She feels really good about herself moving, so yes. She loves chasing after the ball.
2 break points.
Game Williams.
No, it's away. Only her second double, and Venus looks to be nearly home now, but
Williams leads 5-3.
Too confidently. What about Richard? Have you ever known anybody who can get balls back like Venus Williams when she's playing like this?
Probably only Serena comes close to it.
Yeah.
But you know, Venus with her extra stretch of those arms can get some things which are just astounding.
Well, it's 5-3, and she's serving for the match for a place in her 3rd final here. If the nerves were going to strike again, they would do here, but that's not I think they would.
I don't think there's any question. I think
Love 15.
just caught the line.
Yeah. She was reading it all wrong, wasn't she?
Yes.
Myskina wants to make it as difficult as she possibly can for her. The defensive qualities of Williams forcing Myskina.
Yep. To go for something more than she wanted to.
Away. You just can't put her away. She's all over the court.
40-15.
Myskina's doing her hardest to get the winner.
2 match points. What a scrap. What an amazing match this has been. Is it over? It's away, and Williams has won the most extraordinary one. She just went AWOL in that second set. It was misery, but she came back, fought against it, the nerves, and now she's smiling. And inwardly, what is she thinking? That racket is now only 1 match away.
I know. Well, I don't know how she got herself back in that match, because even in the first sort of 5 games of that third set, she was looking pretty shaky, but I think it was her running that got her back into it, and maybe Myskina made a mistake of upping the pressure and making her run, but it's a dangerous game to play, just giving Venus Williams half-court balls to miss.
En bovendien laten we Venus nog even aan het woord. Er zullen eerst door de speelsters 4 Sanex-ballen gehandtekend in het publiek geslagen worden. Maar eerst nemen we afscheid van Anastasia Myskina.
That call means she's through to the final in 2005. So it'll be Venus Williams against Amelie Mauresmo
een bal gehandtekend door Venus Williams kan te pakken krijgen met het opschrift Sanex, dan kan u daarmee in de grote inkomhal
at 1 o'clock on Eurosport 2 tomorrow, UK time, 2 o'clock Central European, with the highlights later on British Eurosport and Eurosport International. Hope you'll be with us for that. For now, from Antwerp, goodbye.
Kan u naar de Siemens stand gaan in de inkomhal.